How's it going? It's Fire Agate Mark. How are you today? Um, I've had some great suggestions from all of you. Wonderful suggestions. Thank you for the emails, and thank you to everyone who's been gracious enough to help me with my coffee fund. I'm getting a lot closer to getting my next shop up and running, so I can get out of the house and have something a little more dedicated. Um, I plan on partnering with a very close friend of mine, Tony Rose. I've been working with him since 2000 and since 2003 we've known each other, and we were both interested in rocks. So it just kind of took off from there. He's an extremely talented artist. He produces some amazing stuff, and he's got a couple claims, and he's got some friends with claims, and I think we should get out and get together and start exploring those and see how some minerals are mined as well as transformed and moved forward to being finished pieces or something you'd wear around your own neck or finger or whatever it might be. Anyhow, so with all the suggestions, one of the things that's come up is, Mark, how about your mistakes? Yeah, I have mistakes too. I think we all do. So I've got a couple of stones that I thought maybe I'll just go a little deeper, and then just shot through that color, everything left, and you're on to nothing. But it's the whole recovery portion. A lot of times, if you get frustrated with a stone, the best thing to do is just set it aside for a while, come back to it later, and then see if you can do something about it. I've fixed a lot of stones along the way, and I've accumulated a lot of stones that need to be fixed. So we're going to see how I do that. Another thing we're going to be doing is, because I've reached over 3,000 subscribers, and thank you all so much for subscribing. Since we've achieved that milestone, how about this? Let's do a free giveaway. So somewhere within the middle of the video, I'm going to be giving away the details of how to enter. And I'm trying to decide if it's going to be some rough or some finished stone, or maybe I'll just give a choice or one of each. So, hey, if you have a suggestion, please drop a comment. Make sure you share this video, like and subscribe. If I get more numbers, then I'm going to be adding more gifts, thank yous to the whole. What is this? Not really. Yeah, I suppose it's a contest. Anyway, just thank you all. Okie dokie. So there's sometimes while I'm doing some trim work, and it's a really colorful stone to begin with, that some of the pieces that come off, this is pretty small, but it's going to make a nice accent stone when it's done. It's just not quite there yet. So the thing about this is, with super magnification, you have to read that there's a contour right here that slopes down. See how you can see that edge of color. Let's see, hang on a second, bear with me. There. You can see that edge of color. There's a valley above my finger right there, from edge to edge. So it would require going down along that edge, through here, deepening that slot to pull out the last remnants of brown, because that's just covering from this angle, and it's covering that really pretty blue-green. The problem is that blue and purple-green, it's so oriented, it's very particular, and sometimes it depends on the orientation of the stone. So what I'm going to try to do is, at some point, I've dopped it, since it's so small, I just have to come in and draw where I need to carve deeper. And then I'm going to use, well, that one's too big. I'm going to use something like this with a nice sharp edge. So I can come down and follow this around here. And then from the other edge, I'm going to turn it around and follow it so I actually make that divot in the stone, that little gully. And that's going to help me accent those colors. So there's one where it was just an accident because it was just a little piece that broke off another stone, but I'm going to make the most of it. Here's another great example. This one's, let's see, again with the zooming in. There is some brilliant purple blue that you'll see coming in. Here we go. See this? This is outrageous. Just beautiful, purpley, electric, blue, green, pale color. Then there was a mud puddle or pocket in the middle. So I kept on trying to go down to the next level, to the point where I was pretty deep. I even thought even if it was toward the last level, then I could salvage the stone, but it went through to the bottom. So I just decided to put a hole through the stone. It's got some really pretty greens up here. Sorry, this is the wrong lighting. Let's see if we can adjust that. But that purple is so rich, it's so beautiful, and it's so positional that right now I haven't quite done it yet. So it's gonna take a little more finesse, sanding, polishing, trying to get that purple to show up. That's why it's still got these little rivulets. I'm still going deeper and deeper. But I won't touch the part that's already got the green. I'll go anywhere deeper, anywhere that, see, there's a little more purple underneath that green. So I'll go deeper on this edge and try to pull that out. So this is another one that's in the works. But when the stone baffles you, I'll do the work that I can do on it, dop it, set it off to the side. And I like to use these a lot, these Nova points. See these? Yeah, let me zoom out. So, 280, 160, and 80 grit, I believe. And this is called a bullet point. Comes to a sharper edge. They have some that are rounded, but I like the ones that come to a fine edge because it allows me to get into those tight spaces. Here's some more. This is some aguas calientes that was had been tumbled by somebody, and they just missed out the fact that there's still some really pretty purple and green in there. So I decided it was smooth and rounded that I just started to go a little bit deeper. So it's just a matter of the same thing. Carving into those edges, coming out, going the other way, and then getting rid of my tool marks, smoothing that as I go. So this is one that's kind of in the works. It actually has a nice faint purple right here, little hint of green and some yellow, so it's got some promise. Again, that's one that's kind of in the works, but hasn't really caught me yet. Here's one that was another piece off of a larger stone. I'm just going to round it out, just get a little piece of accent stone with some pretty green, purple, and blue in there. Just lose that lip over here. But that's one that it's a lot easier once it's dopped. Now I can cut that off and then work it into a little round for an accent for something else. Let's see. Oh yeah, this one, it's hard to see, but that's a very rich, beautiful purple with some green underneath here. And I thought it looks like a little eye. It's going to be a smaller one, but I was able to get it on the stick, and I'll be able to shape this. It's just going to take some very, very detailed close-up work. As I was thinking about the giveaway, I think some of these stones that I'm working on, some of my projects in the works, maybe that'll be part of the giveaway. Um, yeah, I think part of that will be the giveaway. Because it gives you a chance to see what I've already come to and then see where you can take it. I mean, that's pretty amazing as far as I'm concerned. Plus, I'll have something else that I'll be giving away, but that will be one of the things. Here's a little piece of Aguas Calientes, Mexican fire agate. And it was domed, so it was a full dome, and the color was kind of blurry and dull, but I started to uncover. There's a little bit of yellow right now, a little bit of green, some purples. There's some saginite. Let's zoom in. There we go. Now you can see it a little better. See, there's some really pretty purple to green. These sagenitic sprays, these micro bubbles, those are really gorgeous. And then this soft purple to green. So on the side, let's see if we can maybe even zoom in more than this. Okay, now you can see the layers. That's going to work. Oops, that's thick comparatively. Each one of these ridges, before it gets dark in between, these are layers of potential color. There's going to be this rugged ridge with a clear layer in between it, another rugged ridge, another clear layer, then stacked layers of color, another kind of clear ridge you can see in there. And so it keeps on happening over and over again. And you see it kind of generally follows the same contours, with the exception of every once in a while you'll get a little mud pocket or something else stuck in there that just kind of changes the way that it lays. So that's why I do enjoy the Mexican fire agate. Usually it's got some really tightly stacked layers. And so if you blow through a color, blow through a layer, just keep digging, you're going to get another one. Let's see. Whew. Here's another one. It's got some really pretty peach, greens, yellows. Got a little bit of that almost crackly fire. That's Slaughter Mountain, and that crackly fire is indicative of good Slaughter Mountain. And you'll notice that it's also got some pretty tightly stacked layers. There we go. And it's a little more pronounced in this one, where you can see the spaces in between. See, it's almost translucent at that point. So, layer, layer, layer. And all these have the potential for being a different layer, different colors. Where it's green right here, just think of how the rainbow goes and the progression of colors. So right here it might be violet or blue or what have you. I think that's another one that I think all these. I'll just have to give some stones away. Here's another little accent stone. I love these because they're going to be nice in a ring or maybe for some earrings, something like that. And usually, I mean, that's tiny. Let's give you a reference. Here's a giant nickel compared to the stone, huh? So yeah, but they come in really handy. It's good to have, and it's a good practice to kind of get in there. Takes a little extra work. I'm going to have to still come in here and refine that with some magnification. But look at that color. I mean, that flash of green, yellow, and orange. It's just dynamic. And then here's another one where I was just kind of going quickly. I didn't go deep enough. And there's just stacked layers of good color. Yeah, just barely tapping into it. So it's the slight purple is starting to come out through the green. There's parts where it's still bright, but if you follow the contour of the stone, you can read it. It just says you have to go deeper here. You're going to have to follow this line, heighten this area, come in the other way, go back, in here, and it can be done. So I think some of these stones, these are going to exactly be some of the things that I'm giving away. So if you're interested and thinking this is a good one, please leave a comment and let me know. I'm excited to see what happens. Thank you again for everyone that's been supporting my coffee fund. I'm going to put a link up here for coffee if you'd like to help donate. I greatly appreciate it. I want to get to my new shop, and I'm going to be giving away a lot of goodies. Got a lot of things on dop sticks, so why not? Let's add some other stuff on dop sticks. Some other stones that are still kind of in the works. This one I'm still deciding if I want to go down to the green or maintain that red or maybe follow it through here. So, stones in the works. That's what's going to be the, that's what I'm thinking as far as a giveaway. If that sounds good to you, let me know. I'll talk to you later. Thanks again. Please click like and subscribe. And don't forget to share this video. Take care. Bye.